In the beginning, in a perfect paradise known as Eden, God created the first humans, Adam and Eve. Formed from the very dust of the earth, Adam was brought to life by God's breath.
You are free to eat from any tree in the garden,
God said.
but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die.
To provide companionship for Adam, God created Eve from one of his ribs, establishing a bond of unity and love. In Eden, they lived in harmony, surrounded by lush gardens and vibrant life, tending to the wonders of creation. They walked with God, enjoying an intimate relationship unmarred by sin or shame. Yet amidst this perfection, a serpent, cunning and deceitful, approached Eve.
Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?
He asked, casting doubt on God's command. Tempted by the promise of wisdom, Eve replied,
We may eat from the trees, but not from the tree in the middle of the garden, or we will die.
The serpent countered.
You will not certainly die. God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.
Enticed by the fruit's allure, Eve took a bite and then gave it to Adam, who also ate. In that moment, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, and they realized their nakedness, feeling shame for the first time. They sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves, hiding from God when he walked in the garden.
Where are you?
He called out, revealing his desire for their communion. Adam answered,
I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid.
God confronted them about their disobedience, and they admitted their actions.
The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit.
Adam said, shifting blame. Eve, in turn, pointed to the serpent. Consequences followed their choice. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly. Eve was told she would experience pain in childbirth, and Adam was condemned to toil for his food from the ground. They were banished from Eden, a loss of the paradise they once knew. Yet even in their expulsion, God offered a glimmer of hope, promising that one day a descendant would crush the serpent's head. Adam and Eve began their new life outside the garden, growing in knowledge and understanding, learning the weight of their decisions. The story of Adam and Eve teaches us about free will, temptation, and the consequences of disobedience to God. Their choice to eat from the forbidden tree introduced sin, suffering, and death into the world, highlighting the importance of personal responsibility. It also emphasizes human vulnerability to pride and temptation. However, the story reveals God's mercy, as he provided for them despite their fall and promised future redemption through a Savior. Ultimately, it underscores humanity's need for God and the hope of reconciliation through his grace and love. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it with friends, hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you're notified whenever we post new content. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you abundantly.